Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys just a live update what we've got going on right now. We do have our cold front that has been stalled out in Kansas here over basically about the last 4 days almost. It is finally starting to make its way across the area. The atmosphere is pretty worked over the storms the last few days, but it is producing a few thunderstorms, and they're pretty robust. We do have a special weather statement that is going on right now for Cass and for Johnson County over near the Holden, Kingsville area. It's going to cover Pleasant Hill, Lee Summit, Lake Lottawatta, Lone Jack, Greenwood, and this is going to be for up to 40-mile-per-hour winds. So again, they're not super strong, but since we are coming up to the 4 o'clock hour, there's a lot of people getting off work. They're going to be hitting the highway. So I thought I would just do a live update for you guys to let you know what we've got going on. I'll put this into motion over the last few runs, and notice we got that line of thunderstorms, a few showers popping up behind the cold front as well. But this should be our last line of thunderstorms before we finally begin to dry out over the next few days. So this line of storms is going to continue to push off to the southeast. So it is likely going to affect to some degree all of west central Missouri with maybe some showers, some thunder showers, and a couple of them could be pretty robust with up to 40-mile-per-hour winds. But again, not expecting any severe weather, mainly because the atmosphere has been just worked over too hard over all of the thunderstorms and rain that we received over the last 3, 4 days. So it could be a little loud. I'm not seeing quite as much lightning activity with this down here compared to a cluster up north, right around Chillicothe, Brookfield, Marceline, in that area. But we could have a few claps of thunder. It could be a little loud, torrential rain, but it's not going to last as long as what we've seen some of these rain showers last over the last couple days. So, and again, I am not expecting any severe weather with this. Just a couple stronger thunderstorms are possible. And we do have one of those coming through just north of Lee Summit right now. So definitely, if anybody is going to be traveling along 50 highway, looks like this thing is running almost parallel with 50 highway in between Warrensburg and Lee Summit. So if you're getting ready to get off work, and just be mindful, you're going to have to slow down. Visibilities are probably well under a quarter mile or less underneath these storms. So again, one of these situations where these things are going to be more bark than bite, but they'll look ominous. It could get loud for a little bit, torrential rain, but we're not looking for anything other than maybe a wind gust up to 40 miles per hour. So again, I want to give you guys a live update and let you guys know what's going on. And especially since a lot of people are going to be leaving work here, probably here within the next hour, you might want to take a look at radar before you hit the road. And again, I do believe this is going to be our last line of showers and thunder showers after this moves through. There could be a couple little remnant showers behind this front, but for the most part, this should be our last significant rain that we get here over the next few days anyway. I've zoomed out on this just a little bit. There's a little cluster up here near Fall City, Auburn, Seneca, if you guys remember, this same little cluster was due to kind of fall apart, and it ended up coming through yesterday afternoon, dumping a bunch of rain. So data is still showing this thing is going to start to weaken once it comes up here and gets into more stable air. But I am watching this. This could be coming in, say, like around 6 o'clock tonight. But right now, all indications this is all going to dissipate. We'll have this line move through west central Missouri, bring a couple of claps of thunder, a little bit of rain, and then hopefully we are going to start drying out all the way through the end of the week. We do have another system coming in on Saturday, Sunday. We do still have that chance to see some stronger storms over the weekend. It's not going to be a total washout, but in the afternoons, both Saturday and Sunday, we could see some thunderstorms, some of which could have some strong wind gusts involved with those over the weekend. But once we get this past us, we ought to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, July 4th. They all look good. We're not going to have quite the humidity of what we've been used to here over the last couple weeks. Temperatures are going to be back down to average, middle to upper 80s, right in there. So beautiful 4th of July weather that's going to be coming up. We just got to get past this last batch of rain and thunderstorms, and then we'll be off to the races. Hi, Allison. Yeah, I think I just answered your question. I just saw your answer in chat, so I think I just answered it for you there with me mumbling around a little bit. So, but anyway, I will be keeping an eye on this little cluster of storms up here, Falls City, Seneca. This is well behind the front. We could get a couple more claps of thunder around 6 o'clock from this if it holds together. Right now, all indications that it's going to start falling apart once it gets south of Holton, Kansas. We will wait and see what that has happening. But again, we do have a special weather statement, another 22 minutes. That's going to actually be for the strong thunderstorm near Lee Summit, moving east at 25, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So that is going to be for your Jackson County, parts of northeast Cass County, northwest Johnson County. So for you guys that are in this area, you can expect some gusty wind, torrential rain, maybe a clap of thunder or two, and we may get that extended down into possibly Johnson County, maybe parts of Henry County, and we'll see how it goes as it continues off to the south and to the east. One more last ditch effort of Mother Nature to try to get us a little bit more rain. Hi, David. Sometimes it's hard to type everything that I said out where everybody can kind of understand. So sometimes it's easier just to go ahead and do a live, and then that way can answer the questions and explain a little bit more in detail what we've got going on. But we do have. That's what I was going to do. That's why I had that up there. Let's take a look. Looks like 70, 75 at KCI, 76 downtown Kansas City. So again, I will leave you guys. Thanks for jumping in here. Again, I just want to do just a quick update, let you guys know what we have going on. So we do have that front that's been causing all the rain and thunderstorms over the last 2 or 3 days. that's been stalled out there in Kansas. It is now making its way into our area. So we do have a line of thunderstorms, not expecting anything severe. However, this line of thunderstorms will work its way into most of west central Missouri this afternoon into this evening. And then I'll be watching this little cluster up here in Seneca, Falls City. It is moving off to the southeast as well. Now, right now, it's showing that dissipating, but just like yesterday, it showed it was supposed to be dissipating, and it actually got stronger when it got close to us. So I'll be watching that to see if it falls apart. But right now, we have a special weather statement for Lee Summit, Blue Spring, Pleasant Hill. We've got along 50 highway. It's running about parallel from Lee Summit down to Warrensburg. So we could see this actually extend. Special weather statement, 40 miles per hour winds with the strongest of the cell, and a lot of heavy rain. So visibilities are going to be down if you're out driving in it when you get off work tonight. So again, it's moving at a pretty good clip too. So that's going to help. Let's see where these things are actually going faster than 9 miles per hour. I can tell just by setting this up, probably around 20-25 miles per hour. So as this thing continues to trek on down to the southeast, we'll be watching this development up here near Higginsville. Looks like it's taking kind of a little bit of a dive to the south as well toward the more unstable air that we have around us. So Warrensburg to Pettis County, Sedalia, and again, expect torrential rain, maybe a strong wind gust of 40 miles per hour. And then I will be keeping an eye on this line through the afternoon, updating when we need to. But again, I just wanted to give a live update since we do have a special weather statement on the board. Want to let you guys know why that was and what we can expect for the rest of the night. So this is kind of Mother Nature's last ditch effort to give us a little bit of rain before we actually get into a little bit of a dry stretch for the rest of this week. Thank goodness, right in time for the 4th of July festivities. So, hi, Janet. So I think I answered everybody's question for this round. And again, I will be continuing to update via our social media platforms to let you guys know what we've got going on. But again, we're going to have one more round of showers and thunder showers here in the heat of the day. And then hopefully we will get these off to the east, have a nice evening tonight, and then have a dry stretch to celebrate the 4th as we head into the rest of the week. So that's all I've got for right now, guys. Everybody take care and stay weather aware. Keep up on the updates that I'll be posting, and we'll be talking to you soon.